Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I got a haircut. And that's not the only thing that's new. I also picked up the Jawbreaker palette by Jeffree Star. So I thought in today's video we could test it out together. It does look so freaking beautiful. This is the first eyeshadow palette I've ever tried of Jeffree's. I have tried the Velour Lips in the past. I had a blue one and I really liked it. So I do have high hopes for this palette. But before we get into that, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell if you guys haven't already. And remember to give this video a massive thumbs up if you do like it. Now, let's try some Jeffree Star products. I also picked up the Velour Liquid Lipstick in Purple Urkel, which I believe is part of the Jawbreaker collection as well. Yeah, so let's get into this video. I should probably zoom you guys in. Wow, I'm looking, ooh, wrong way, quite pale. Step number 2, put my hair out of the way. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start off by priming my eyes with my Tarte Shape Tape and setting that like I would normally do with a high-end eyeshadow palette. If that doesn't work, I might take it off and try a stickier base, but we'll see how this goes. This did cost me, I wanna say, 85 Australian dollars. So it was pretty pricey, and I think the lipstick was 28 as well. So they're definitely at that high-end price scale, but then again, so was the James Charles Morphe palette, and that one you need a tacky base for. So we'll just plop some concealer on. Make sure you get those inner corners as well. Beautiful. Now I'll blend that out. I still haven't tried the P. Louise makeup base, guys. I probably should, but it's like $20 shipping to Australia for a tiny little thing that costs $20 itself. If anyone knows where I can get it cheaper, let me know. Okay, now I'm just going to lightly set that with my Too Faced banana powder thing. Let it smash. This does break my heart. This is an accurate representation of my heart when makeup shatters. Okay, now time for eyeshadow. This palette, first of all, the packaging, oh my god, this is my aesthetic right here. Now I didn't get the Jawbreaker mini palette because, okay, this sounds kind of stupid, but hear me out. So I didn't get the Jawbreaker mini palette because I thought it was gonna have the same shades in this palette, and apparently there's only like one shade that's the same. Why would you call something the mini Jawbreaker palette if it's not a mini version of the Jawbreaker palette? So I didn't get it. If you guys want me to get it and try it as well, let me know. So this is the beautiful color selection. It is so colorful. You're not really gonna get a neutral look with this one. I guess you could just use the two browns. But I do really love the color selection in this palette. I will insert some swatches now. My OCD though is like, I need to put these in order, but I get that it's like trying to be a Jawbreaker where all the colors are random. Okay, I don't really know what I'm doing. I definitely want to do something colorful, obviously. So I'm gonna start off by taking a Sigma E40 brush. Ooh, and getting rid of that box. And I'm gonna start off with the shade Cone. Oh, there is a ton of kick up in the palette. And let's put it on my eye. It is fairly light. So far so good. It's hard to tell when it's such a light color. So I just got back from Sydney and I met Nikki Tutorials, and she gave me this tip to apply your transition shade like right here, sort of bring the eyeshadow together more. It looked really good when she did it on the model, so we'll see how that goes with me today. Also, she is very tall. Now, I was expecting her to be tall because in her videos, she says whenever she meets people, they always say, I wasn't expecting you to be so tall, but I was not expecting her to be this tall. Give me some of those tall jeans, girl. I wish I was tall. Anyway, what do we want to do today? Let's start off with Bubblegum Pink. This is probably my favorite color in the palette. It is a perfect bubblegum pink. And I'm just gonna blend this into the first half of my crease. I'm feeling like these shades need a tackier base because the color payoff isn't quite how it looks in the pan. But so far it's not terrible. Like, it's better than the James Charles Morphe palette in terms of like adhesion to my eyes. You know what, I'm gonna take a little bit of Cotton Candy, which is that foiled pink eyeshadow, and I'm going to add it to maybe like the middle of my crease. Hopefully it'll brighten up that pink a little bit. Or not do anything. Okay, just gonna take it on my finger. Okay, so it looks like the shimmer shades in this palette are the kind that do apply better with your finger instead of a brush. How many brushes am I going to use in this video? Okay, so next up I'm going to take the Gumdrop shade, which is the purple shade below it. And I'm going to sort of blend this just where that pink ends. I am thinking of putting the Bite Me, which is that really dark shimmery purple, on the outer corner. So I'm just going to use this to help blend out the pink into the dark purple. Now I'm just gonna grab some of Bite Me, which is that dark purple I was talking about. I'm just gonna use my finger again for this and put it right on the outside. Honestly, for this price, I was expecting these eyeshadows to work without a tacky base. Because when you have to use a tacky base, it just makes blending 100 times harder and it takes so much longer. I really wish Marc Jacobs would release a colourful palette like this. Their eyeshadows, the formula is just freaking amazing and beautiful, and you don't need a tacky base with their eyeshadows and they just blend out like a dream. I feel like Jeffree Star is gonna come for me now. Sorry, all you Jeffree Star fans. I'm just giving my honest opinion here. Turning a little bit into the no brush makeup challenge. Okay, ooh, what am I doing? I'm gonna take some of the Bite Me shade on a blending brush and attempt to blend it into the light purple, which is just going to get blended away because it doesn't want to stick to my eye. I'm wondering, do I call it quits here and take it off and start over with the tacky base? Or do I keep going? If you have a Morphe palette, these eyeshadows are the same quality as Morphe. Look at all that fallout with the purple shade. Oh my god, it's all just blending away. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, 20 minutes later, the color payoff is looking somewhat alright. Man, I am just shading this palette so hard. Okay, I'm just being honest. So now I'm gonna cut my crease with some concealer. I need a special brush for this, hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna cut my crease with the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. And hopefully this means the eyeshadow, oh, it's a new tub. Sorry. Hopefully this means the eyeshadow will look a lot more pigmented. Okay, crease is cut. Do I want to make this into a rainbow? Yes. Maybe not all the colors. So I'm going to take the shade Wow, which is that yellow shade, and I'm going to put this on the first bit of where I cut the crease. So next up, I think I'm going to dip into the shade Sour, which is a matte green. Now I do want the outer corner to be blue, so I'm going to use this green to help blend the yellow into the blue. And for the blue, I was tempted to use Brain Freeze, but I think I'm going to use Soap, which is that cobalt blue instead. Okay, so I'm going to jump off camera, clean up this fallout and put on my base, and then I'll be right back and we can finish off our eyes. And I'm back. My base is on. I also chucked on some lashes and some liner and some really bold eyebrows that I'm regretting a little bit. But now let's do a lower lash line. I did think about putting orange on my lower lash line just to like complete the rainbow. Let's put, you know what, let's start off with Wow, that yellow shade. And then go in with Suck, which is the orange one. Blend those two into each other. And then complete that outer edge with Raspberry. So it's like a red, you know, completing the rainbow, but it's also mixed with a bit of purple. Actually, no, I'm not done. I want to highlight my brow bone. Okay, so to highlight, I can't talk today. I've got a massive migraine right now. I'm like dosed up on painkillers. So to highlight my brow bone, I'm gonna take Jawbreaker. I'm just going to blend that in. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of Jawbreaker on a pencil brush and use it to highlight this inner eye area as well. Excellent. And so to finish off my eyes, I'm just gonna add a coat of mascara to my bottom eyelashes, and then we can do our lips. Okay, so for lips, I'm gonna use Purple Urkel. Purple Urkel. I'm gonna use this without a lip liner and see how I go. I am actually really uncoordinated. How I do makeup, I don't know. But it always means I get my lips really like uneven. Okay, let's give this a go. That is a really beautiful color. It's not fully opaque though, so I feel like I'm gonna have to do 2 coats once this one is dry. So far, I do really like the formula of this. It's very comfortable on the lips. So this is the completed look. I do really like it. It's not quite like an everyday wearable look per se. Although if you do want to wear this every day, power to you. Did take a lot of effort though. So, my thoughts on this palette. It's not a bad palette. It does take a hell of a lot of time to work with if you don't use a tacky base to build up the color, and then if you use a tacky base, you're gonna have to spend a lot of time blending it. So if you are a beginner to makeup, this is not the best palette to learn with. I also think it's quite overpriced. Like the quality of this is the same as Morphe and the same quality as, where did I put that palette? The Rude Cosmetics Cest Fantastique eyeshadow palette. And this was like $30, which is less than half the price of this palette. So if you're after a palette for beautiful bright eyeshadows, I would recommend the Rude Cosmetics palette. You also get a lovely selection of browns and nudes in there. The eyeshadow quality is the same as the Jeffree Star one, and it's $30 instead of $85. But if you just want to support Jeffree Star, go ahead and pay twice as much. Ugh, I have lipstick on my teeth. I'm sorry if I'm like really off in this video. Like I mentioned, I have got like a migraine right now, and I've taken a whole heap of painkillers to make it like back to a headache and so I can actually see. But I really wanted to get this video up for you guys because the Jawbreaker palette only came out like a week or 2 ago. So I really need to film this now, but my head hates me. Anyway, so if I seem really off in this video, that's why. But I love you guys and I needed to film and get this up for you. Now onto the liquid lipstick. I really like it. I'm not normally a liquid lipstick person because I have super duper dry lips. So I prefer like creamy bullet lipsticks or glosses. But this is wearing really well. It's not highlighting any of my dryness. It's really comfortable on the lips, and it's not giving me those like weird white flaky things. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I do really like it. And I really like the color as well. This look would be great for like a festival or Pride Week, which I'm not gonna get this video up in time for, sorry guys. But it's just a really fun look. So as usual, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel if you guys haven't yet. And I hope you're all having a wonderful week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!